Man, you can call it a conspiracy theory if you want. Let's get into this. Man, what's up, everybody? Please like and subscribe to the channel. I'm gonna try to do my best to cover as much of this as I can without going too deep into, what they call the Illuminati and secret societies. But if you are not familiar with pagan worship and sun worship and the Bavarian Illuminati. Um, if you're not familiar with people like Aleister Crowley, then I really suggest that Crowley. I suggest that you really read up on these people and some of these organizations that have been created and really behind the scenes, I believe, control the world. And they use the TV, the television, that we talked about spelling the other day, to put you under the spell. That's why it's called a television program. It's done to program you. The more you watch these TV shows, the more you begin to mimic the people that you watch. You might even watch, television about, furniture. Now you want to acquire certain furniture, foods. Now you want to eat certain foods. There's a lot of psychological things that go into this platform to help you and to help control you, to say the least. So, but today I just wanted to talk about the Kardashians because I posted a video the other day, and I try to post a lot of content that has substance to it. But it seems like this Kim Kardashian video I posted has taken off, and it's about Kim Kardashian and her foolishness. And I really feel like these people need to be, almost ridiculed and put back in their place because they have too much control over our kids' minds. They have too much control over the influence of the direction of our people, not just our kids, or grown adults, and the things that they stand for and the things that they do. I feel are not cool. They're not things that you need to value and look up to. It's a bunch of foolishness. And if you're following them and you feel like they are your heroes, then you've been led down a path of, foolishness and potential destruction. So I'm just gonna go through a few little articles that I ran across and let you make your own decisions for yourself. So this right here is, of course, on Reddit. So a lot of people say, "Oh, that's just conspiracy theory, man." I think a lot of people who say that a lot of the times are just in denial. You just don't want to believe. But we talked about frequencies and waves, like radio waves. We talked about how Wi-Fi, you can't see Wi-Fi, you can't see radio waves, but these things are still working. And just like with a lot of the spirituality and a lot of these spells and curses that people are casting on you through the television and the frequencies that come out of the television, you are being controlled. And you may not want to accept it or may not want to realize it, but unfortunately, if, like they say I was at church, and the pastor said that if you don't think the devil is out to get you, or if you feel like the devil has stopped trying to come and get you, then he probably already has you. So, anyways, let's get into it. So, the Kardashian, this is a post by Ghost Keeney about a month ago. Ghost of Keeney. The Kardashians are witches, descendants of Kekel Kardashian, an Armenian witch that sold her soul so her descendants would be rich and famous, albeit talentless. Magic is real. However, everyone does magic rituals for short term gain, ends up miserable in the end, adding much unnecessary karma. So here they are throwing up the one-eye symbolism, you know, the 3-6 sign. For those of y'all that are not familiar with it, a lot of people say, "Oh, it's just the OK symbol," but a lot of people, disguise these symbols through some type of friendly gesture just to kind of throw people off. And those that are lower, as far as on the understanding pool, they don't really comprehend, what is really being manifested and sent through these signs and these signals. And right here, I believe this is it looks like Lil Wayne. I'm not sure, but you have this celebrity down here throwing up the devil horns, which is another symbol for the Baphomet. If you're not familiar with the Baphomet and know who the Baphomet is, it's like a transgender goat. It's like a hermaphrodite, but it typically wears the goat head. It typically has breasts and has male and female body parts. And if you look at it right now, what are we going through? We're going through a lot of LGBTQism, a lot of people turning into transgenders, men with breasts and this, that, and the third. So a lot of this stuff is manifesting. It's hard to even talk about this type of stuff. All right. In 1809, a dark haired woman strolled through the deep forest of Armenia. That's where the Kardashians are from. It was raining hard, but she was determined. The young woman was named Kekel Kardashian, the great, great, great grandmother of Kim, Chloe, Courtney, and Rob. Right. And so they talk about their ancestor and how she was a witch and how she had this a pact going on with these other witches to help her change her life, and this will ultimately be shared along with her descendants, right? So let's go to this other article that talks a little bit about it, and then we'll kind of get into some more stuff real quick, and we'll get out of here. All right, I don't keep you long because we'll say the Illuminati video type of stuff for another time, but I really don't even like talking about this stuff. But we're gonna hit on it today just because y'all want everybody likes Kim Kardashian so much. So let's get on it. All right, so let's see. Keckle. Let's go to Keckle. All right, so we're gonna go to this article I found about Keckle Kardashian, right? I don't even like looking at this stuff, but make sure you guys can see it. So I'm gonna read a little bit of this, and then we'll come back and we'll transition. The biggest abusers of glamour magic are the Kardashian Jenner West family. Melanie Hamrick used it in a dark way as well to force herself on Mick Jagger. The Kardashian Jenner West clan are Satanists, masked as witches, using these techniques to trance people into a following. They also use it to drain energy of the people with real talent, which is magic, and yield their abilities as their own. Kanye West is down with the blank blank too. Don't be fooled. Notice the richest Kardashians, Jenners are the ones using beauty products the most. Kim and Kylie. This is why I said stop rocking with their items. It's another way for them to use dark magic on people. They aren't intelligent, aren't talented, just evil. Now that I'm getting into getting legal, it's time to release the receipts. And this is by Saint20.com. And it's amazing that Kim Kardashian's son is named Saint. And this is where a lot of this information was found. All right. So, they mentioned Lilith, which is allegedly was I believe was the devil's wife, right? Oh no. The Lilith is allegedly the person that Adam uh the story of Adam and Eve. Allegedly Lilith was the woman who Adam allegedly had an affair with, or is the devil's wife? It's one of the two. All right, so they try to tie this in together in this article, right? But it comes back up and it talks about how basically I skipped down here where the Kardashians single-handedly deteriorated arts, feminism, business ethics, and stand by racism and cultural appropriation. Definitely cultural appropriation, of course, and have inspired hundreds of millions of people to value materialism by any means necessary. Lie, cheat, steal, forge tax papers, sacrifice, low self-esteem, prostitution, social influencing, and plastic surgery. Now they have basically pioneered um, a lot of those topics into the mainstream fabric. I mean, a lot of people weren't doing all of these. I mean, this Instagram celebrityism, this sex tape stuff. At the scale it was until these guys kind of normalized it, right? So you really have to watch out. All right. Um. So let's see. I'm gonna skip past that. Yeah. All right. So I was trying to skip down to this one part. All right. So basically, what they tie in on this article is basically that the Kim Kardashian, and the situation with Mick Jagger, with Melanie Hamrick, or very similar situations. You got to be careful when you listen. They always wearing black, of course, and then a lot of the times when these women wear this purple and gray hair, and this purple and silver hair, that's alleged that that is a part of witchcraft. So you really got to be careful. I seen Raven Simone do it a few times. So remember that a lot of these people use beauty, as a way to lure you in. Remember the myth of Medusa, whether it was a myth or not, she's very pretty, but when you looked at her in her face, you turned into stone. You know, like the island of Lesbos, a lot of these women, were very attractive in that that attraction, is what gets you in and gets you to lose, put your guard down, but it's also ultimately what destroys you. So you think about it, today's society, a lot of the most attractive women are doing some of the most promiscuous things. They put out some of the most degenerate behavior and promote that as it's normal. And so you have to really be careful, and it's the cause of failure of a lot of men and a lot of women. So be careful of that attraction. And they talk about how, like Lucifer and, Satan was, you know, the minister of music. He was an attractive person, this, that, and the third. And so they use all that glamour and all of that stuff to, destroy you guys and destroy, not just destroy you guys, destroy everyone. So be careful with that. With that beauty. Don't just be attracted to the most beautiful people. It's a blessing, but some people don't know how to cherish and utilize that blessing. So this article is about Keiko Kardashian. Feel free to read up on it and check it out. If you're interested in more of looking at that. So we also want to talk about real quick was some of this symbolism, right? So we often see this symbol right here. All right, this OK symbol, right? But really, this is what the OK symbol has morphed into. Whether it meant something prior to, I'm not sure, but I know that definitely, when you see this symbol, this is what it means now. All right. Also, when you see a lot of celebrities, they are throwing this symbol up. All right. So this is why I say, where a lot of people say, you're being conspiracy theorists. This is conspiracy. You guys are cuckoo. You got your tinfoil kufi on, like Tariq them say. But if it look like a duck, walk like a duck, it's got to be a duck. And here you have this picture, this collage of all these celebrities using this hand signal. It means the 3-6, and the reason that they do this hand signal in front of their eye has to do with the eye and the eye from New Age belief. It is their way to communicate with one another that they are in it together. Yeah, sorry, y'all. All right. All right. So this is this is the one eye symbolism, throwing up the 3-6, and then you see all of these celebrities doing it. Is it just a coincidence, or does this mean something? And to me, it's like, if you're really in this much denial to say, oh, this is just a coincidence, or they're just doing this to mock and mimic and play upon people who kind of believe in this or who believe in this, then I would say you are foolish. You know, just like if you looked at the word Hollywood, and you know that derives from the Hollywood, and you got to do your research, about that. And I believe that it comes from some type of Jewish background, but you know you need to do your symbolism, and do more research when you are just just watching this stuff, because even just watching this stuff and talking about this stuff, sometimes I get headache. And this right here is the picture, of course, of the what we talked about, the Baphomet, right? So, all right, so when you're looking at this stuff, you see he's throwing up these symbolism right here. The hand up, this hand down. You got this guy right here, this kid right here with his hand over the breast. And if you notice that a lot of people, when they get accepted in positions, they do these hand gestures, right? So you got to be careful. You see the ram horns, the goat horns, or whatever you want to call them, guys. And a lot of that stuff you may see in videos, music videos, XYZ. And then there are a lot of people who just, want to say that man, you tripping. But I want you guys to be careful when you are watching this stuff, and because a lot of it is infiltrating into your subconscious mind, and you can't unsee something, you can't unhear something, and once it's got you, it's gonna be hard for you to shake this. All right, so just wanted to kind of share that with you guys, and then last but not least, I wanted to just show this too, and just think about it. All the people that she's had relationships with. All right, so I'm gonna share this last one, and I didn't even know about this other guy. All right, so this dude right here. All right, this is Kim Kardashian's first husband. I didn't know he was her first husband. First husband, right? Then look how many times Kris Jenner to marry for the third time, right? With the age gap of 10 years between them, Kim was just 19 when she married music producer Damon Thomas. Their marriage lasted for 3 years, 2000 2003, with Kim claiming in the divorce papers he had become controlling. Right? So she didn't even really speak about this relationship like that. Right? So this is her first husband. Then of course we had the infamous Ray J situation. All right, Kardashian and Nick Lachey. I didn't even know nothing about that one, right? All right. Then of course, had a little situation with Nick Cannon. But Nick Cannon's a weirdo to me. You ask me, he's a weird guy. I don't even, he's a weirdo. Then you had Reggie Bush, whose football career was unfortunately cut short, with the expectations being so high. But that's what happened when you rock with the wrong people. All right. Then you have Miles Austin, former NFL player from the Dallas Cowboys. She liked these rich brothers. She liked these rich brothers. She got one white boy in here. All right. Then we already know about Chris Humphries. That marriage lasted a few weeks, 70 some days, 72 days. Then of course Kanye, and he's a weirdo too, so whatever. And then so a lot of these people I really don't even really feel empathetic for, especially like people like Kanye. They say, oh, his kids, this and third. Kanye knew what he was getting into. And then at the beginning of his career, he used to put all these pictures of the Baphomet up and all this satanic stuff up too. So they I feel like they knew what they was getting into. And even right now with his Donda stuff, with him having his mask on and performing all those rituals, you know, man, you get what you get. You get what you give, man. So I really don't feel as bad for them. And now, of course, here she is with her latest boyfriend, this Pete Davidson, I think, Pete somebody. And that's what it is, man. So, be careful, people, ladies and gentlemen, when you out listening to these celebrities, these Kardashians, man, they have destroyed, a lot of our people's lives, a lot of relationships, and have helped to influence and market, destruction, and a lot of, just untasteful behavior, especially when you're trying to raise girls and to be young women, and also have helped to destroy the standards of what a young man or what a man should really look for when it comes to finding a real woman. A lot of these people just put, you know, fake bodies and fake breasts and fake butts and fake lips and fake eyelashes, on a hierarchy when it's about a real heart. It's about real love. It's about people really caring for you. That should help you define and determine who you ultimately want to be with. But anyways, yes, they are witches in uh my perspective. Now all witches are like, when you look at the cartoons, when you look at cartoons and TV shows where the witches have the bump on the nose and stirring the pot. It's not all the time like that. Sometimes even in some cartoons you saw where the witch could make herself more glamorous and would go out and put the spell on people, and then when she would look in the mirror or as she got older, you would see that she was like, oh my goodness, this is how I really look. But anyways, don't get put under that spell, guys. I hope you guys have a good rest of y'all day. I'm out this thing. Peace.